Oh. Right, I knew I was forgetting something. Hold on. Just gonna give me a moment here. Give me a small moment. There we go. Hold on. I'm also gonna adjust one more thing, and then we'll get up. Then we'll get back to business. Okay. こんルアー岩波ルアーです. Hello guys, I'm Lure Iwanami, and tonight, well, first things first. Do you notice anything a little bit different with my voice tonight? We also still have the old bond. Right, I knew I was forgetting that too. Okay. Brain rot. Background music galore. But yeah, hello there guys. How are you guys doing tonight? Did you finally get your vocal cord surgery? Why do you ask? Do I sound slightly more clear? Do I sound slightly more clear with this, or does it sound worse? Or maybe, I don't know. I was testing it out, and I think it makes a little bit of a difference. Basically, I got myself a new noise suppressor. I got a new noise suppressor, and I added some EQ to my voice to make it a little bit more clear and stuff. Yeah. Whoa, I'm a mod. Yeah, Lil Mo, you're a mod because I didn't have VIP slots at the time. I didn't have VIP slots at the time. You should have bass boosted. I could bass boost. I could bass boost, but I'm not entirely sure if people with with big subwoofers would appreciate that. I didn't have any diamonds to give you, so here's a sword I found. Well, thankfully I have diamond slots available, so some on the purple side may be converted to diamonds, or some may just keep their swords. I don't know. Whenever it comes to moderation, it's usually just, you know, do whatever feels appropriate. Whatever feels appropriate. I dual wield a sword and a spanner. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so tonight we're going to indulge in the production of brain rot music, which surprisingly is very simple, actually. Let's get rid of that. This is first lock that. Okay, so just making sure that my equipment works. Can you guys hear any of that? Hear the luscious piano sounds? Well, my meter says it's saying something, so. Alright, so you guys should be able to hear that. And one of the biggest components to brain rot music is simple instruments. So, like, for instance, we're just gonna use a MIDI drum kit. I'm in the middle of something, but I'll lurk and monitor chat. This way I can't accidentally derail the music again. Okay. Hope you enjoy your ting. Bum 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 ba-dum bum bum ba-da-ba-da-dun. think one of these is like, oh no. Uh-oh. Okay, we're just gonna so turns out I may have accidentally left my my usual wireless keyboard on from the last time I did a music production stream, and now the bats are just barely hanging in there. Hold on. Let me see if I can refresh this. My bad, guys. Okay, so that's back for a while. Oh! 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 Is that... Well, hold on. Oh, it's gone. It's blinking, so yeah. We're just gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. Yeah, using the keyboard. Just come up with something very catchy, and then you just use like you just use a instrument, like say for instance, I like to use the pan flute. So where's my pan flute? There's my pan flute. That's too low. Pan flute, yeah! Pan flute is one of the instruments that you can use for brain rot music. It's like that's the thing about brain rot music, is that like you just gotta keep it very, you just gotta make a melody that is very infectious. So like, let's set the snap to 1/6. Bup, 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 bup. Dun, 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 dun. Dun. Oh, Jazzio! Trails in the Sky Raid. Ah, thank you. Oh, oh no. My preparations on the purple side of the thing are very much showing. I still need to set up everything on Twitch. I have the notifications set up. I don't have the bot set up. So thank you for reminding me, Mo. I'm going to note that down for future me to do for Twitch. Set up bot with common commands like shoutouts. Like shoutouts. Yeah, it's kind of a mess. I do apologize. Dropped in with the pan flute intro. Yippee! I'm sorry, little Mo, for the disappointment. I'll get to that. I'll get to that a little bit later. But yeah. Huh? Oh, I was wondering where my keys were. You can do slash shout out for now. Yeah. Yeah, it won't have the fancy message that's like, "Hey, come check out insert name here. They were last doing insert activity here." Dun, 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 dun. Oh. Oh shoot. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. So yes, come up with a melody that is somewhat infectious, and then put some backing stuff into it, like. Oh God. Bum, bum, ba-dum. So maybe instead of just repeating all of that, because you know you wanted to have a repetition, but you also don't want it to be like the same like all of the time, because then it stops becoming brain rot. It starts becoming like a noose. You want brain rot, not noose. Boop. Reverb is so satisfying. Oh my God, yeah. I'd set up StreamElements and SeriBot as your main two bots. They can do most things together. Yeah. Well, I do use StreamElements. I will look into SeriBot. So, look into and set up SeriBot. Because I do know of like other streamers that also use SeriBot. So, yeah, I'll probably look into that when I'm not when I'm not streaming. Can't forget the most important backing element, subliminal message. uh just like have like a little background element, or like some random Morse code somewhere that says some weird thing. Yeah. You know what? You know what? Maybe. Hmm. Ooh. Yeah, that could work for our melody. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba ba da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. You know, all of like doing this kind like this instrument's kind of reminding me a little bit of Have any of you guys heard of Azumanga Daioh by any chance? It's a really old comedy slice of life anime. And it has like, and yeah, it has like it kind of has that feel to it. Okay, we're not gonna completely rip off Azumanga Daioh, but yeah, this is the sort of like. Yeah. Did you know that Azumanga is over 21 years? Oh, don't remind me. Don't remind me. I used to rent that stuff when Netflix used to send out DVDs for rent. I rented those DVDs one volume at a time back in the day. We could finally take our copy of Azumanga Daioh Volume 1 out drinking. Oh no! Oh no! uh, Alright, let's program our... Okay, first things first. Maybe don't have the drums in the same pattern as the main flute melody, as the main pan flute melody. Rating it 5 stars and checking the video replies for the next... Oh, back when you used to watch anime on YouTube in 3 parts. Oh, God. We are old. We are old indeed. Honestly, Azumanga Daioh was basically one of my main starts to like anime outside of like the big ones at the time, which was like it was Sailor Moon, Pokemon. I mean, Digimon was kind of there, I guess. Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, you know, all of the big four the big four kids stuff back in the day. Yeah, we're practically disintegrating, our bones crumbling to dust. God. And then we can use this as an opportunity to fine-tune. Yeah, that's one of the ways that you can approach this. You just have your repetitive drum groove. It's a nice little like marching band sort of thing. All right. What can we do with horns? Should we use meaty horns for this? We're not doing anything like super. Hold on. Horn. French horn? Now at that point, wait. Are trombones lower than horns? Trombone. I'm trying to think of my brass instruments and like which ones are more like bass heavy, where I can do like dum bum 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 bum. I remember trombone being like bassy at time. Oh, so trombone champ was a lot. It's like, you know, it doesn't play all those super high parts. It's just. Da, 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 da. uh wait. Banjo in the war zone, get out of here. Bro, that's Conquer's team. Dead. Where's I need a banjo and a kazoo. Banjo Kazooie. It was nice seeing you though. Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? It sure has been a while. How have things been on your end? I have a confession to make. I don't really watch Henya the Genius as much as I as much as I would have thought I as much as I thought I would. But hey, I'm still doing the VTubing. Who do you watch now? There is this there's this big VTuber who's in VShoujo by the name of Henya the Genius. And yeah, I did hear about her like a while back. And I thought I would have gotten into her stuff, but at the end it's just I don't know. I can't stay up for 8-hour streams all. So yeah, that confessions, oh, to those heinous crimes and machinations most foul, the usual. Yeah, the heinous crime of not watching big VTubers. I feel the same. Yeah, yeah. I don't know how you. I don't how. Okay. I got more things. Okay. This is gonna be a bit. How do you enjoy big VTubers, especially ones that stream for like that are like career streamers? Though the ones that stream like several hours a day. Almost every day. Like, how am I supposed to? Is it just supposed to be like something you play in the back? Like, are they just supposed to be like a background noise VTuber? Because if I enjoy them by only consuming them through clips. Fair enough, fair enough. That's actually how I watch Hololive, to be honest. Yeah. Because one, there's so many Hololive VTubers, and two, all of the Hololive VTubers are very big. All of, like, most of the big three agencies, big. Simply don't consume big VTuber content. I know. Big Rig is out there behind the scene. What are you talking? Alright, what was I gonna put here? I was figuring out the whole horn situation. You know what? We'll just go with the not. We'll just go with the trombone. Where's the trombone? There's the trombone. Alternatively, we could also add, like, instead of using a trombone, we could also just add a normal piano, like, not that. Boop. It's kind of hard to like figure out what I want to do. Because we have our melody. Maybe it wasn't really that good of an idea to just start with the melody. We'll try to figure something out. Oh, hold on. Dun, dun, dun. Is Henya still your favorite VTuber? My favorite VTuber is now Tofi Music. Yeah. You know, taste change, you know. Though I don't think I ever really got that far into like watching Henya's stuff, to be honest. It's like, okay, so I have the melody, and hold on, I just need to bum 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 bum. Someone I don't know. Yeah, she's an indie. She's an indie that mostly does music. Dun, 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 dun. Dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Lure's not. Dun, 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 dun. Dun. See. Dun, 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 dun. I think last time I did this, I came up with the chord progression first, and then I laid the melody on top of that. Last time I wrote wrote music like this. That's one way we could do this little end. Or maybe I might be going a bit too far with that. You know what? Maybe I could just replace the batteries on this. What are these core micro keys? What batteries do they take? Okay, they take double A's. So I can just remove these. How many double A's did these take? Are they just 2? Does it look like I need to shimmy out some more? Alright. Okay. You're the only person I know that does music. Yeah. Yeah, by the giant influx of music streams that I especially do on Twitch. Or at least simulcast to Twitch. They see them notes floating around in front of their head. Like when you do this stuff for like almost 12 and a half, for like over 12 and a half years, some things just kind of come naturally at that point. Lure, is it Starlight Daryl? Starlight Daryl, as in like like other person that makes other person that makes background music. I know Starlight Daryl is very, very, very proactive in like the VTuber stream BGM scene. Or it just makes a and like she's very proactive in like making background music for them because yeah, she has her own company for that, Uta Live. I'm trying to guess the Oshi. Oh, the original Oshi or the like the original like my original Oshi before like Tofi and Henya? Oh, the indie Oshi. Oshindi. Oshindi, if you will. Oh my god. Wait, I thought you kn- wait, Lil Mo, I thought you I think I might have like briefly blurted it out, but like I did briefly say that like, oh, my new favorite is Tofi music. Yeah. She does indie VTuber stuff mostly because like her main thing is like doing music. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, Tofi. I was talking about Tofi. But yeah, I thought you were pranking me with someone. Oh, no, 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 no. I do know that Starlight Daryl does a lot of like BGM music for VTubers though, and I did meet up with Starlight Daryl last Offkai, and I briefly saw Starlight Daryl this Offkai, like this year's Offkai, but I didn't really like commingle that much with like that group this year. I mostly just hung out with like Tofi and Patterns and stuff. Lure just clowned me. No, I didn't mean it like that. No, but it's like, where my head pats? I'm gonna give you where my. What do you mean Tofi doesn't have head pats? You okay? I'll just use my nearest head pad emote that I can muster up. This one. This big kitsune head pat. Big kitsune head pat. Also, hello there, Inmari. How are you doing tonight? Yes, I am simulcasting to Twitch. I am in the process of trying to make brainrot music, but I'm also gonna BRB for a little bit because I'm gonna get AA batteries for this micro key air so I can keep on using, so I can use it instead of using my keyboard to type out the melodies that I want. All right, and it changed this disclaimer music. Also BRB, I'm getting bats. All right. Be right back real fast. I'm gonna get some batteries for this baby. Okay, we're back. We're so freaking back with new Target brand AA batteries installed into this dot gam. Oh, I gotta refresh the. That's much better. We need to go back to Steam powered devices. No. It's not with these small these small things. All right, I am being Balatro Salt. You enjoy your Balatro while I make the musics. Hmm. Oh wait. Hmm. Hmm. Just pour a little water into that keyboard. It'll work right as rain when it's steam powered, I swear. Too small. Too impractical, me think. Bup, 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 bup. Maybe I didn't really have to erase all of that, to be honest. I could just... Bum, 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 bum. I've not needed batteries for so long in anything. This is crazy. Stuff not being chargeable is so pre-22. Yeah. I mean, I have a mouse that's chargeable via USB, via micro USB. I mean, yeah, it's not USB-C, but it's still it has a bat, like built-in bats in it. I guess not every mouse can afford whatchamacallit. I kind of miss classic batteries because rechargeable batteries deteriorate over time. Yeah, I've heard about that sort of dilemma when it comes to like batteries and stuff. Case in point, the battery in the phone that I use to make me move, and the one that powers my mouse. Not my keyboard. My keyboard is still 100% wired. But like, things with rechargeable batteries in them unfortunately have deteriorating deteriorating lives and stuff. New light novel title just dropped. Nani? I can't believe my guardian angel is battery powered. Bruh. No. Okay, okay. Let's think of... Because part of it is also like figuring out like a good rhythm. Dun, 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 dun. I don't miss carrying around 4 spare D batteries from my portable stick. Oh, back when you could just like get a boombox, lug it around, and just blast the latest CD that you got from the records. Yeah, record stores. Cassette, actually. Oh, all right. Those were cassettes and CDs. I did have a boombox back in the day that could play both cassettes and CDs. Though, of course, lugging around a CD player is probably a little less, like, a little more fragile than, like, lugging around cassettes, especially with, like, all of the controls and stuff. My Yamaha workstation piano takes either 4 or 6 D-cell batteries. The batteries account for like a third of the weight, I swear. Oh my god. This makes me very thankful that like devices like the Casio Tone CTS1 and the Yamaha Refrain CS only take up like they don't require like the big bats. They require a big amount of smaller bats, but you're not lugging around like big batteries or like trying to scramble around getting big batteries to like power it and stuff. It's not nice they take AA, but the CTS one burns through them in only a few hours. Yeah. It's like one of those things that you can't really like use for an extended period of time, which is why I usually like to use my CTS one wired. The low battery like kicks in after only like 2 hours. Yeah. Walkmans were revolutionary. Tech is so crazy. Now it's all just on my phone. Yeah, everything is on the phone. Cause like, you know, the convenience factor is like the convenience of having like all of the things you could do on a single device it's crazy, man. I remember my first no skip CD player. Oh. Oh god. No more having to cradle around the CD player just to get CDs to play while you're on your road trip. CD player for plus dexterity, Walkman for plus speed, or boombox for plus power. Power and charisma. Because like you're blasting that music and then you basically just have like an instant dance party wherever you go and wherever people are feeling like it. Anyways, remember hit clip? We don't talk about hit clips. We don't talk about hit clips in this house. Tuba! That's the low one. I'm sorry for the tuba jump scare, but for the past hour, I was just thinking like, wait, what's the low woodwind instrument that you play? I know it's not like, I think it's the trombone, but I feel like there's something lower than that. And no, we're not talking about contrabass either. That's hilariously low. I want reasonably low. And I realized, and then I just suddenly remembered, tuba. Tubas are low. What? Brass. That's what I meant. I was just thinking woodwinds because you use these instruments you power these instruments by blowing air into them. Brass is less blowing air and more like main. Oh, right. So the thing about so I'm pretty sure you guys didn't hear the raspberry that I just blew, because super tone clear is so good at noise suppression that it will literally not allow me to do raspberries. Hold on, let me just disable that real fast. Yeah. It's like, yeah, well, brass is less brass is less blowing air and more like making sounds with your lips. making the toot noises with your mouth. making You know what? We'll do another arrangement. Because I'm having too much fun with this tuba. Need option to stick out tongue for model. Maybe when I get so technically this would be my 1.0 in terms of VTuber models. The PNG is like 0.0 is like 0.1 technically. But because this is my first ever VTuber model, it's like this is a 1.0. And I do have like a mature model pending that would also serve as my 2.0. I think tongue sticking out would probably be like 3.0. No tongue out mode. That's too yup. I mean, it's a thought. It's just a thought that I could entertain. Aggressively approaching tuba. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, ba-da-dun, bum, bum, bum. Why is Lure entertaining thoughts of tongue out mode? Because, you know, you never know. Why is Lure or am I reading the wrong chat? I mean, you can also entertain the bottom half of the chat box. Hello there, Karma. How are you doing tonight? I know you were asleep in the past. I know you were asleep in the past, like last night when we were playing Tetrio. But I just want to say, I have a lot to thank. I have a lot to thank for you getting me into all of these wonderful Tetris VTubers and creators. Solely because you were basically the first step of a giant butterfly effect. Now, in case you're confused as to what I mean by a giant butterfly effect, let me tell you this. If it weren't for you sending me rooms to Bunmi stream whenever she played Tetrio, I would not have discovered Bunmi, and thus I would have never played in Natsunami's Ahoy Tetris Cup when she was advertising it. Thus, I would never have met people like Rika Yamano, Mari, or Apits. I don't know what they go by. Himetoki, Cauliflower. Hamill, all of those people. I probably, and even Natsunami herself. I hadn't even met all of those people. And if I not participated in the Ahoy Tetris Cup, Wiley would not have discovered me and invited me to Super Streamer Lobby 3, where I got to meet a handful more other Tetris players, like Penbu, and also musicians like Penbu, John Ronald, though I think John Ronald was more of a whatchamacallit. I think John Ronald was more one of the other existing Tetris communities. Probably Rika. Rika's really big in like the VTuber Tetris community, but like, yeah. You were basically the start of the VTuber Tetris rabbit hole. I can sleep in peace. The rabbit hole only gets deeper. Indeed it does. Maybe I can use this as like a normal instrument. Here, let's. Okay. But you know what? Let's play. I just realized that I'm basically making so. It's like. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. No one followed. I'm just singing. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. You're a soy boy now. Soy milk got a job recently. I'm glad I was that important. It was all part of my plan. I shall lurk now. Thanks for the background music in advance. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed. I'm going to try and get this thing oh god. Get this thing all whacked out. Woo! I'd probably do something like that. Project info. That 3. Yeah, we could probably do something like that. So, so, Oop. Toot toot. Alright, so let's just have these. Yeah, just have the. ba. Yeah, I think that should work. Da, 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 da. Oi! God dang. Dang it. Dang it. bringing up London Bridge. Da, 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 da. Yeah, note progression, yes. Dun, dun. Dun. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. Dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. That's why it's brain rot music. Dude. 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 Hello there, Kimberly. How are you doing tonight? You're just making some what we would describe as no thoughts, head empty sort of music. Ooh, hold on. I have an idea. I know it's probably just gonna be like a small effect. Where's my music box? Ah, do I need to bring out the actual meaty music box for this? Hold on. How about music? Oh, wait, where are these other music boxes coming from? Unless these are all the same. Oh, Old Compendium has a... Huh. So that's the music box. I'm good. Lure, cute music. Yeah. Cute music to play indefinitely during streams. It's not ringy enough. Nah. Reminds me of background music for school, yeah. Oh my god. I want something sparkly. I want something sparkly. Maybe I could find it in Citrus? Or maybe if I just search through bells. Oh! I could use this. What's our effects look like? Yeah, I think we'll go with this. Dun, 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 dun. Going to homeroom in the visual novel vibes. Yeah. Do I put? Yeah, I think I think I'll just do a little I just need to change this a little bit so it's not. Bing. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, the background music that people play whenever like they create like especially like the background music that like those Korean recipe like ASMR cooking channels play whenever they play like whenever they're like cooking stuff. Ba ba da 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 da. Ba ba da da. Da 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 da. Alright, so there we just copy all of that. I'm eating mangoes. Ooh. How are those mangoes treating you? Hope you are enjoying them. I like what I hear so far. Hello there, Penboo. Glad you could make it. How are you doing tonight? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. 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 Whoop. If you're eating them with a peel, you're a real warrior. Oh my god. Good, but I took an evening nap and I think my sleep schedule is just gone at this point. Oof. I know how that feels. Well, hope you can fix up that that sleep schedule. Okay, so we have a good maybe we could extend this a little. Maybe we could also turn this ballerina down a little bit. Maybe a little bit higher. Oh, how about maybe also shorten this a little bit, make it an octave. And then maybe we can also add in, like, introduce the instrumentation here. So, okay, so copy all of that. And then we I don't know what brain rot means. So in the context of the stuff that I'm trying to make, it is essentially the feeling of, yeah, what Tyrion said. Like, you listen, like, it's something that is so like mind numbing that it feels like the more you listen to it, the more dumber you feel like you're getting. Like, it's like it's reducing your IQ. killing off brain cells. Not literally, but it's the feeling of like, being more lax, I guess. What basically what I'm trying to say, it's like, at least in this context, it's more like, yeah, you feel you feel like you're getting like dumber the more you listen to it. That's the best way I can describe it. The other type of brain rot music is like if you, like, say for instance, like you regurgitate memes. You regurgitate memes in pop culture for the sake of just regurgitating memes in pop culture as and like confusing people because of it. So like, if you're familiar with like TikTok trends where they're like, oh, like, skibbity toilet, phantom tax, yacht, and all of that stuff, the nonsense stuff. Yeah, Riz, baby Gronk, skibbity toilet. I know my nephews are into the skibbity toilet, or at least whatever shorts they can get their hands on YouTube, which probably involves skibbity toilet at some point. Sticking out your gap for the Rizzler. You're so bow. You're so bee-boo tax. I just want to be your Shiori. The Hololive brain rot. The hollow advent brain rot. Alright, so Tofi just mispronounced my how did To oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, I need to Tyrian, I didn't even know that was possible. Hey, if you think that's bad, text to speech butchers most people's names on Tofi stream. So you know how I'm Iwanami Lure, right? Iwanami Lure on like Twitch. When I send a donation through to activate TTS, I wanna me lure through 100 seeds at Tofi. I wanna me lure, yeah. And then there's also another guy, another Spirit Seed regular by the name of Oti Bueno. Ot Bueno. Ot Bueno through 100 seeds at Tofi. And then there's also another Spirit Seed regular by the name of Lord Liquid Bacon 2. Like it's Lord Liquid Bacon and then 2 eyes. So like Lord Liquid Bacon 2. That's how I think it's supposed to be. Okay, so they get Lord Liquid right. But the last part Lord Liquid Bacchanii. Lord Liquid Bacchanii. And because of that, Tofi nicknames Bacon Bacony. I think the queen has to be Neurosama though. She'll never pronounce Vettel correctly. Forever cursed with Vedal. It will be like, I'm pretty sure there's going to be like a huge celebration once they manage to make Nero-sama pronounce his name correct. I always say it as Vedal now. See, I almost thought that I was gonna get. I thought I was gonna get trapped by calling him Vedal, but it's like, no, I remember that his name's supposed to be Vet. He got her to do it right once, and that was it. I miss. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure Neurosama is still doing stuff, but like, I don't really see many clips of her that much these days. Probably because, like, I guess the algorithm on YouTube moved on. I gotta search up that stuff, man. I really don't want my first message in Tofi's chat to be me correcting her pronunciation, so I'm not going to say anything. Fair enough, fair enough. Where's the... She got a big head today. Yeah, that's her Jelly Baby model. Noah Q, who if you've lurked a little bit in like the creative HoloLive space, yeah, Noah Q made it for her. You know what? Maybe I should try. Well, like, let's see what that drum pattern would feel like. Maybe I will use some money to rig myself finally once work starts. Like, you're gonna do your own live 2D rigging? No, I mean pay. Ooh. How's that? Okay, and then we'll lower that. Alright, now let's... Wait a minute. ちょっと。Oh. Wait a minute. I could just repeat this and then just crop all of that out. Hmm. How's this maybe I could, maybe instead of using like the snares, because I feel like yeah, I could probably try to do something with these instruments. But I feel like if I just use this, I'm just gonna be doing the same thing that I did with whatchamacallit, my very first waiting screen BGM, because you know, like I have bam 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 ba ba da 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 da. You see? You see what I mean? Nothing wrong with having your own leitmotif. Hey, I love my leitmotif. I love my bam 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 ba da 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 da. It's not the motif that I'm worried about. It's like copying the drum rhythm, like copying the drums and instruments verbatim for it. What if I use these instead of the drums? Or instead of the... Because I feel like, yeah, now that I really think about it, like, these are kind of like... Or maybe if I just use it without the drum roll, I think. Or maybe we could just make it, like, less velocity. These are really brief and was that a Kuika? Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just experimenting with like yeah, these are the Kuikas. Kuikas here. Guidos here. Let's mute these for a bit, just so I can experiment with like different wind chimes. Ooh. Gotta put in the vibra slap for extra flavor. Where's the do I have a oh, there's a vibra Wait. Hold on. I got this. 1, 2. Oh, it's because I muted all of this stuff. And then we just gotta figure out a new rhythm for this. Ah, no, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, because I have muted stuff here, I can't do the same duplicate technique that I usually do. You know what? We could also like add a shaker pattern to this. Better yet, we'll just here. So we'll unmute this stuff, but we will mute it on the playlist. You know, just in case. Wait a minute. ちょっと. No. Thank you. Alright, so we got that. Huh? Why doesn't... Oh, because... There you go. Okay, now we can program our shaker. I think this is literally just gonna be like... It's just gonna be like... It's gonna be like... Little rockin' motion. Yeah, it's literally just gonna be that. We can just plaster all that. Plaster all that, and then there you go. So maybe we could like turn it down a little bit. And also turn this down too. Boom, boom. Do I want... Now I'm thinking, do I want a tuba or do I want... like like an upright bass? Where would I... guess it would just be under acoustic bass? Yeah. Wait, why is there... this one has a snare hit every time you... This one has like a snare hit. Hmm. Hmm. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum. Wait a minute. Get back. Da-dum, da-dum. Da-dum. It's perfect. And then we just copy all of this. Ba-dum, ba-dum. And then after that, after we figure this out, then we'll try to continue it from there, because I think the sort of progression I'm going to go for is that, it starts off mellow, and then we add a little bit more stuff, and then we have a little bridge section, bridge section, and then we go back to the main stuff, and then it just loops. Like a nice little 64 bar adventure, so to speak. Probably might want to make the tuba less obnoxious. The artist known as M, what's up? Hello there. How are you doing tonight? I am just making some very simple background music for some background music for someone. I like to classify it as no thoughts, head empty music. But yeah, how have things been for you? Minecraft stream BGM? Oh my god. Doing good, been trying to learn music. Nice. How's that been going so far? And also, how long have you been at this? Just out of curiosity, are you starting off learning learning all the basics and stuff, or have you just been or are you like me that's been doing this for quite a while? This is all because even when you're doing it for a long while, there's still some things that you can still learn. When you talked about bridges, I thought of a song concept, City of Bridges, and it consists only of transitionary passages. So I'm trying to think about how that would play out in my head. how you can make a song that's nothing but bridges. I do know that there are some songs that don't have a chorus. Like it's literally just like a big like flow of music. Unfortunately, the only example I can think of off the top of my head is Bohemian Rhapsody, which I think is just freeform jazz. Oh my god. This is like Mario Minecraft music. Mario Minecraft music, yeah. It's like so one of those songs that you just play when you're just like chilling out and stuff. Alright everyone, we're gonna play my Sound selection has been hard for me. I definitely know that feeling. For the first, like, when I first started doing music, I mostly just stuck to like chiptune sounds. And it wasn't until like a few years back that I actually started like experimenting with, you know, not always using chiptune sounds all the time. Yeah. Because like, you know, like chiptune sounds are nice and dandy and stuff, but you know, they're like expand like it's also good to like expand your horizon, so to speak. But I guess part of it is also like figuring out like sound design and all of that stuff. I'm trying to go for like bossa nova, jazz, almost small music. Ooh. Ooh, so like some like things that are just like mellow and that you just listen to in the background. Now I'm like had to think about the rhythms for a bit. Just dueling something off the top of my head, don't mind me. But yeah, something like that, I guess. Yeah. It's nice and it's a really nice and cozy genre, if you ask me. Bossa Nova. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Mix things up a little bit. Da, 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 da. Da, da. Oh right, I need to finish this. So bum ba-dum 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 bum bum. Okay, so we could basically just use this. Da, 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 da. No. Da, 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 da. Oh. Make unique. Bum 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 bum. Ba da da dum. Da 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 dum. Yay! Yeah, surprisingly, like well thought out brain rot music actually does take a little while to like think up. Should I also add in like, so that's our tuba, that's our, all right, so we got our unique. Nah, let's not complicate things too much in terms of we could add like strings. Yeah, well, let's add some strings. I know we're kind of adding a little bit to the palette here, so but you know what? I think that should fill things in a little bit better. Do I want to use like real strings though, or do I just want to use the... Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll use the lo-fi. We'll use the lo-fi strings. What do those sound like? That's what they sound like. The Mellotron samples, or Mellotron sounding thing. We'll reduce that for a bit. I think... Actually, you know what? For the strings, I have an idea. We use our handy dandy legacy sounds. Because nothing beats the original string patch #1, baby. The classic. Well, that sounds nice. Yeah. I've been using this string patch for like basically almost all of the time that I've been able to like play music, like do music on FL Studio. Very trusty. He's nice. Yeah, I think we wonder what oh, that's okay. Yeah, I think I could do something like that. I can practically feel my brain cells packing up and leaving. Oh my god. Well, if that is how you feel, then I'm definitely doing my job right. That's all I can say. Mission accomplished. I'm going to bed. Bye. See you tomorrow. Or next time. I'm not streaming tomorrow. Alright, have a good night, Kimberly. Hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. I go beige too. See you next time. Alright, have a good night, Rin. Yeah, it do be pretty late around here, so understandable if you guys need to head Betty bye-bye. Hearing the doot over and over when you start the track ascending. Boom, boom, boom. Here, I have an idea. Maybe the strings won't kick in until the second half of this kicks in. And then we get to figure out what the progression for the second half needs to be. or at least the first half of the second half. Someone needs to make a plugin that just shuffles the sample VST for every track to a different one, just for fun. I mean, FL Studio does have a randomized feature for you go to presets, you just go to randomize here. So we'll open up a flex, and then you could go to presets, and then you could literally, like, say for instance you want to do something random with all of these instruments. Oh god, that's a lot of instruments. That's a huge wall. And yeah, you could literally just go to, like, all the way to the end, and then you just hit randomize. And then you just get whatever. What does that do? Alright. Okay, maybe not every... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, I think the other... Never forget, it randomizes the settings. I wanted to pick a random preset. Oh. Oh. Oh, they also have a random preset button. Yeah, there's also a random preset button. It's not Mario or Minecraft, it's Animal Crossing. That's what I was thinking. Ah! Yeah, I can definitely hear that. Yeah. Especially with how we're fleshing it out. Reminds me of when old MIDI songs would get played with modern sound fonts and would sound all hecked up because the artist would use the trumpet for something that was not a trumpet. Oh god. Okay. Now that you bring that up, let me... Here's one thing that I want to point out. Here, we'll just briefly open up a Fruity LSD to demonstrate some things. So set this port to whatever, like 20. That's good. So okay, so you know your general MIDI stuff, right? So we got general MIDI. I think we'll also like bump this up to, where's my fruity balance? There's my fruity balance. We'll bump this up as high as it can go. Okay, so we got you got this these patches, right? So one of the things that I've experimented with is using the these sounds. So normally like the sound effect sounds, like normally a bird tweet would sound like this. It's just your normal bird tweet, right? But you can pitch it up. You can also pitch it up and down. So you can make it sound lower. And you can make it sound higher. Seems simple enough. But you can also push these to absurd degrees. So like, yeah, we have our normal bird tweet right here. But you can also slow it down really absurdly, like... Yeah, you could do something like that. Yeah. But you could also do the extreme, you could also do it extremely the other way too, because you got, you notice how it just keeps on making that that sound at the end? You can leverage that. So if you keep on going higher, yeah, and as you get very, 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 very high, you can get like very, 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 very metallic sounds from this bird tweet. Yeah. So you can get really creative when you like push the samples to its like utmost limit. So that's what a normal seashore sounds like. This is what happens when you get very absurdly high with it. Yeah, it just kind of gets all crazy and stuff. All right, all right. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. Right. So clear all of that out. Okay. So now we get to figure out the rest of the stuff. Okay, so we said oh. Because it's like, okay, maybe we shouldn't start with the melody, because whenever we started with the melody, then we just kind of had difficulty shimmying that into. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so we're going to erase all of that, so that way we can start from scratch. Hmm. Da-da. Hmm. 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 Ooh. Okay, so maybe we could just continue. We just like do like little chords instead of trying to. Dun, 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 dun. So like dun. Dun, dun, dun. Up. Dun, 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 dun. Dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. 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 Dun, dun, dun. Do I eat ice cream at 11 p.m.? You know, sometimes I have those thoughts too. Sometimes I do have those thoughts too. Whether or not to go to the local milk tea shop and get me a milk tea from the only milk tea shop that's open at like 11. I have a really nice orange and vanilla. Ooh. Ooh. That sounds pretty scrumptious actually. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I hold on. I think I know how I'm gonna continue this. So here. So we have this. And then we just go back and then we just go back there. All right, and now we get to figure out how to continue the melody. I like how it dupes you to think it's gonna be dark and moody, and then the derpy dog rolls out of bed. Yeah, then the dirt, yeah, and then we get back, we go back here. It's like we go for a little trip. We go for a little trip. I think the reason why it feels like oh it's gonna be dark and moody, but no, we're just going back. We're just taking a little stroll, and then we go back home. Have you ever used the VST Purity? I can't say that I've even heard of the VST Purity, to be honest. What does it do? What does Purity do? Is it like an effect or an instrument? Judging from the name, I'm gonna guess it's like an effect. Like it cleans up noises and stuff. Kind of like Supertone Clear, which I'm using for this stream right now. Oh, it's an instrument. Is it literally just like a rompler? Like it's just like a set like a something like Flex where they just give you like preset instruments and you just choose from them? Cuz I know there are like samplers like that. Well, this one's is both the sampler and like it's kind of like sampler and synthesis. It really depends on what preset you use though. But like there's also like Contact, and I think there's also like other samplers that also exist too. That it's like some of the like I do know some of the I do know like that like a good handful of samplers exist. It's just most of them just escape my head right now. It's like the one that does come to mind is like it's like there's Contact, and then there's like others like hold on. Sampler, it's like alternatives to Contact. But there are like samplers that exist. Forget. Oh, Impact Soundworks is like one of the instrument makers that like make. I think I got their drums. I just never like install it on this computer. But I do know that they do like instruments and stuff like that. Get rid of that. Bring these back up. You can sound design with it. I don't know how. That's why I brought it. Yeah, I can't say that I have any knowledge of Purity. But if it's a sound designing tool, I could probably like look into it if it interests me at any point. All right, pan flute. Wait a minute. Oh, no. So we want to continue. We also want to get rid of this ballerina too. So we have our it's like You know what? So for the you know what, we're here. So we're going to expand this. We're actually just gonna have it play twice. Hello, I'm 2 hours late or 3. I don't know. It's okay. We're still in the middle of nicely crafting brainrot. Music. Here's what I have so far. I'm still on the journey of finding a sound where only I'll listen to it and almost everyone else will hate it. Well, unfortunately, the only way that you can guarantee that is by making some. Because, you know, the thing about finding a sound that will be objectively hated by as many people as possible is kind of. It's like okay, you mentioned that, and the only thing that comes to mind is the most unwanted music. This experiment called the most unwanted music. It was done by these guys. It was done by this trio of guys called hold on, let me look the most unwanted song. So it was an experiment that was done by Dave Soldier and Kumar and Melamade, and the purpose of the most unwanted song was that they would do like a survey to people, and they would gather up all of the elements that people would not want in a song, and then they use that data to make a song that according to focus, like say for instance, like according to a focus group, would be like practically unlistenable, and thus like, because it has all of these elements, it would be like very undesirable as a song to listen to. And you want to know something about that song? It actually is more favorable to listen to than the quote unquote most wanted song, where it's like they did the same survey, but instead of all of the elements that you wouldn't want in a song, it's all of the elements that you would want in a song. And the result of that experiment was that like it was so safe to the point of it being boring. I mean, yeah, it was like your typical like 3-4 minute like like it was like a 3-4 minute like love song sort of ballad thing, and yeah, it strangely enough, like people actually wanted to listen to the unwanted stuff more than the wanted stuff. So yeah, there's just one thing that came to my mind when you mentioned that you want to make a sound that everyone hates, because someone's probably gonna be into the stuff that you make. Like if your objective is to find a sound that only you'll appreciate and no one else will, chances are if you put stuff out in the world, there is a non-zero chance that someone somewhere may appreciate it for whatever reason. I'm trying to revolutionize punk by making a genre that's entirely unwanted except in rap form. If people listen to King Gizzard, people will listen to anything. Reminder, Yoko Ono still had people that engaged in her quote-unquote art. That is true. That is true. It's like what most people will think is trash, there will be someone out there that will engage with it. That will engage with it and like so in my eyes, like it might be a bit of an uphill battle to just like make something that everyone will objectively hate, because like someone somewhere might be impacted by it in a way that you don't expect. That's just my thoughts on the matter. It's like you're talking to someone that makes brain rot music for. It's okay. It's okay. It's anything to share my insights on like music and stuff, because you know I don't really get that many opportunities to share my insights of music and stuff. Ooh. Da, 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 da. Da. There's that person that put Hours of Snowing on Spotify that got a lot of views. Oh my god. Spotify is wild, man. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Oh my god. Da, 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 da. Wait. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, Hold on. Oh, it's right here. That's what I want to borrow from. And then we'll. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, da. No, wait. Oh, none of these conclude. You know what? Yeah, okay, so that's what we wanted to do. Wait a minute. One of these has got to conclude, right? No, I probably took that out. Oh, doy. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do with this. So, not ballerina, but we do want to cut it off there. So that way we can make a duplicate of this, and then we just... And then we can just modify this. And then we just continue that cycle. Maybe add in another instrument or two. You know what? Yeah, we haven't added this yet. And yeah. $11 p.m. ice cream is rapidly becoming 12 p.m. ice cream. Do what your soul tells you to do. You also have oh, so you weren't making it up when you said that you were getting popcorn. Popcorn on ice cream. And some people have done that. Some people may or may not have done that. Wait, I wonder what happens if I add this. If I finally add this. Ooh. It actually, oh god. This actually might work. Maybe. We'll make it unique because it's... Actually, I watched Tofi for about 45 minutes before stream 2. Hey! That was me. That's like I also tuned into Tofi before stream. Oh, shoot. We need to basically duplicate these. And then we're back here. No, wait, we could also bring this back too. Bring back the vibra slap. Man, I wonder what other wacky sounds we can add to this. Hello, Kyle, how are you doing tonight? You're just catching me almost about to finish up some brainrot tonight. Here's what we have of it so far. Yeah, I stretching it while I preview this stuff to you. And yeah, that's what we got so far. So, with that said, we can now probably add these babies in since we introduced them to this part. And it's just like that. And then we also bring these back. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. And then we just and then we bring this back. Go. Where are my strings? There you go. Just... Alright. So I guess we could also add strings to this too, because that's our main addition to this section. So cute. Aww. Hello, Tofi. How was your stream? How was your stream tonight? Did you get some? Did you manage to tame the tsundere as everyone was saying in chat? Tofi and Puffs. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I'm guessing mission failed. We'll get him next time? Question mark. It's like, oh no! We're gonna do these. All right, I was gonna make a. It's gonna make a. How am I gonna approach this? I could just do that. Yeah, I could do that. So, wait. Yeah, that's. And then. All right. And then. Is there a tool that just merges? Oh, glue. So that goes there. And then. Oh, no, it goes there. So that. And then this part is like. And then we repeat that because that's how the second half goes. All right, so that is not that long. Showing all that. Sounds like the creepy music from Final Fantasy VII. Oi! I'm trying my best to not make it creepy, darn you. In the Shinra building after you wake up in the cells. I mean, I guess if you just play it by... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Boy, that's not... I didn't want that much. I wanted this much. Why is it doing that? Hold on. I think it's because it's doing... Yeah, that's better. That's better. I think what was happening is because this is a long boy. This is the long boy that just like retains its... That just retains itself. That's why it was included in the mix-up. Right, we glue these together, we glue these together, and... Yeah, I think that should be good. Yeah, I think that should be good for that. Let's see what that sounds like. Oh, the preset? Yeah, it's just it's a nice and reliable string patch. I'll definitely give it that. Are you currently using Supertone Clear on your voice? Why, yeah, I'm glad you asked. Yes, I am using Supertone Clear on my voice. Yeah, I can tell that I'm using Supertone Clear on this voice, on my voice, because look at what I discovered earlier. So I'm gonna blow a raspberry real fast, and I'm gonna ask you guys if you guys can hear it. Judging from what I see on Supertone Clear, I'm guessing you guys did not hear that. Oh, it's because I'm also using a noise gate too. Like I'm combining combining supertone clear with a noise gate. I knew it. It sounds so nice and clean. We got a little and then silence. Yeah, that was exactly what was supposed to happen because supertone clear recognizes my raspberries as noise and thus filters it out. I will check out whatever you sent to me on Discord later. I keep my clear very lightly set because it hates my timbre. I am the noise. Aww. Tofi M head pats. Or Tofi pat. Tofi pat. Come here. Give you some head pat. I wish I had the emote. I wish I had emotes on me. It's good noise, like the noise you listen to when you try to sleep. I mean, I do say that Tofi has a really good timbre for ASMR. Her voice is really soothing. I like me likes. Maybe someday I will get I will get cracking on the music thing, and maybe someday, maybe like I say the like my New Year's resolutions say, hopefully this year, but it even doesn't even have to be this year. It could just be sometime in the future. Why sad face? No, it's not a sad face. It's just a pleading PN face. He's just all he's it's like a teary-eyed happiness. Like how do I describe it? You know what? Where's my comic girls? What's a good way to describe the kind of I know I'm derailing things right now, but I have a face for this. I have an anime screen cap for this. I know it's been many ages since I've last watched anime, but I definitely do have a picture for this. I think it's somewhere. It's somewhere. Just give me a bit. Give me a bit. I know I saved it. I know I saved it somewhere. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Like la 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 la. La 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 la. This one. Just gonna drop this baby there. He's a nice little happy face, but also kind of slightly teary-eyed too. I wonder if you would enjoy Yorokura. I cried so much. I probably might also cry too as as a creative, but fortunately, I am subscribed to the service that Yorokura is part of. I recently got rid of my Crunchyroll subscription, but thankfully, Yorokura was not licensed by Crunchyroll, so I can still watch it. I just need to find a time to watch it. I wish I could have some kind of timbre or interesting characteristic to my voice. I have the most run-of-the-mill normal voice. When I streamed years ago, I would get people saying that they liked that my voice was quote-unquote boring. Sometimes I feel that way about my voice, actually. Yeah, the jellyfish can't swim at night is what it's called in English. Jellyfish can't swim in the night. Or at night. Yeah. It's about a bunch of creatives bounding to coming together after harrowing circumstances to like try to create something, but also going through like the ups and downs of, you know, being a creative and dealing with burnout. At least that is the surface level understanding of what I know of Yorukura without having watched it yet. But I'll find the time to check it out sometime in the future. That's on par with Bubble Up Like Soda Pop in interesting names, which incidentally is also quite cute. Yes, and also Imposter Syndrome. Aww. They definitely know how you feel about that. God. You know, you want to know something? I do say that my history of music goes back 12 and a half years, but like, there are some points where I just had like a really, really, really huge gap between whenever I made music and between whenever I made music. The worst gap that I can remember was from the end of 2019. Oh, hey, that's when COVID started, to when I started several months after I started VTubing. Let's save this file first. I'm gonna go on a little bit of a tangent. I'm gonna go a little bit we're gonna go down memory lane, shall we? I do apologize to Mo for going on tangents like this because fun fact, the song that I've been working on is actually going to be is actually something I'm going to be giving that little Mo sometime in the future. So this is wait a minute. This is commission work. That Lil Mo's brain rot. That Lil Mo's brain rot question mark BGM. Is it really brain rot? It doesn't feel like it's not like super repetitive to be like brain rot at this point. I kind of went a bit too far. I kind of went a bit too far with this, and for that I also do apologize. There you go. It hasn't sounded like brain rot to me. Task failed successfully? Question mark. Get out. Brain rot would be Aqua's recorder BGM. Yeah, I think the moment I decided to not repeat things was when it stopped being brain rot. Task failed successfully? Question. All right, so. All right. So we're gonna go back to like as Lure Iwanami, one of the earliest projects that I've worked on for any sort of like as Lure Iwanami, one of the earliest projects that I've ever worked on was where is it? Waiting / end screen music. Yeah, I'll save the changes to that. I was kind of in a pinch to like make new stuff for my channel. Oh, did so I may have changed the flute sound. That's much better. That's the one. So yeah, that was my first BG. Like after like this was my first. This was the first thing that I made after like around 3 years of not making any music since the end of 2019. I was so out of shape in terms of how fast I could make music. Oh, it took me 40 minutes to make this. Okay, let's find a let's find a let's find a better example. Let's find a better example. Okay, so this is the very first remix that I made. Very first remix. This was the first thing that I made under DJ Iwanami. That was when I cemented the DJ Iwanami moniker. So I have all of this. This is all of the Simple Folds remix. You could tell that I crammed everything into like 16 tracks. That's just how simple my compositions are. This took me 42 hours. 42 man hours to make this. And yeah, this was basically me like trying to like get back into the groove of like making stuff that I actually needed to take time to make stuff. And I know that it's like it's like some people might tell me, wow, that's still pretty fast compared to like other people making music. But you also have to keep in mind that I had a speed composing background. So to me, 42 hours felt like it was way too long for what I was personally capable of. And then we fast forward a few months later, and sorry, I didn't play the song. I didn't play the song because like I'm mostly just focused on, sort of things that I've. So this is the project file for the Return of Light Fail Abyssals remix. 20 tracks, or at least 20 rows that I worked with. Okay, I was kind of slowly getting back into the swing of things. 27 hours. So I still needed to take time to actually make stuff. But I was getting back into the swing. Like I was slowly getting back into like the swing of, being able to like lock in and like do all of this, do things like at the pace that I remember doing things at. And yeah, I also should reiterate that speed composing is not for everyone. There are some concessions that I basically made for myself in order to make speed composing a thing, which is basically, templatizing things, knowing where things are and how to like execute. I basically sped run music production. I basically went through the life of speed running music production. And sometimes I think to myself, man, what's wrong with me? Why did I choose this lifestyle? I'll tell you why. It's because of a guy named DDR Kirby ISQ. If it weren't for DDR Kirby ISQ, I probably wouldn't be doing this music thing right now, honestly. That's honestly really impressive. I think I spend around that much time just engineering the song. Yeah, and we've definitely seen examples of that. Honestly, just like if you like, it's good that you take your time on this stuff, because like it's like music is hard, and sometimes like making like honestly, like the speed composing stuff is like, yeah, I whack things out really fast, but it also comes at the expense of, potentially having things sound as pristine as one would want them, because I'm so locked into like doing things so fast that like, it kind of becomes apparent that like, I cut corners on certain things like production, for instance. It only took me like until a few years ago that I started to realize that instrumentation is very important. Or like it's very important to like know like have your instrumentation the way that you like have the instrumentation the way that you want it, like make sure that everything is all balanced via like volumes and panning and EQ and all of that stuff, like doing whatever you can to make everything like sit well. And as a speed composer, sometimes I didn't do that, or rather most of the time I didn't do that. I think that one of your strengths is choosing sounds that are already very clean and fit the frequency space well. I unfortunately tend to polish rocks into diamonds. Yeah. I mean, if it's the workflow that you've been used to for if it's the workflow that you've been used to, then yeah. Yeah, that's just how it is sometimes. But yeah, I think like part of it is also like, knowing what you want from a track. I mean, I know I locked into the concept of brain rot for this, but it ended up not being that brain rot in the end anyways, because like, honestly, I only thought it was brain rot because like pan flutes are like one of the instruments that one would associate with brain rot. But part of it is also the fact that like it's repetitive and stuff. You know, I like when I do finish this, I could I know I know I locked in on the concept of brain rot, but I'm gonna send this to Mo anyways and see how she likes it. And yeah. I think it's also the fact that I just actually just built this up instead of just being like repetitive and stuff. How long did I work on this? 3 hours. That is way too long for that is way too long for brain rot. Brain rot is usually like less than an hour. Okay, maybe. Wait, what if we just hmm hmm no, we're already locked in. We're already locked in. We might as well just finish it as it is. Highly polished brain. I think it's more in tune with like what you would get from Dova syndrome, honestly. Like or like the more fleshed out songs that are similar to this compared to like recorder beat where it's literally just, do I have my pan flute? Yeah, I did this thing wrong the whole time. I did this. What was I doing with this? It's like, wait. It's like, yeah, it's not brain rot. It's not, yeah, it is very admittedly not brain rot. Right. Like, I fleshed all of this out when all I should have done, like, you want to know what I should have done instead? I should have just... I feel like these two are like characteristic of brain rot, but honestly, because I use these two in my first waiting screen and end screen BGM, all I can think of is my first waiting screen and end screen BGM. So that's why I decided to do a little bit more. Wait, ちょっと. No, wait, hold on. And then we bring this in, because I think the only difference is that, yeah. And then we just bring this back. And then, no. There you go. And then we bring this back. And then, yeah, I think we could just do this. Okay, we're gonna need to do a little bit of swapping real fast because I want this to have the more detailed pattern and I want this to be just one for the ballerinas. So we'll copy that and then we get rid of that. Okay, so and then we go over here and then there you go. Might also need to turn that down a little bit too. Maybe turn it up a little bit. Three Skibobo, thank you for following on Twitch. Hope you've been enjoying your stay so far. Just finishing up some quote unquote brain rot BGMs here. And I think that should be it. I feel like it's still brain rot-ish in the sense that, like, you know, we have all of, like, the grand majority of this is just dan 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 brain rot core, yeah. Or the kind of music that you play while you play Minecraft or something. There's some people that say that it's like Mario 64 music. I'm dying. I'm gonna go to sleep. Alright, have a good night, Tyrion. I know it's pretty late. Okay. Now, the thing about brain rot music is that you don't really need that much production. You don't really need that much production. I think the most production you would need for brain rot music is just making sure that the volumes are balanced, making sure that some things are like panned and stuff. But you don't need to, I guess you don't need to have like too much, like you don't need to touch things like, I don't know, EQs, or like you could do very basic EQs, but you don't need to like be like super surgical about it. At least that's what I think. Alright, let's start mixing this baby. Put it on our headphones and let's get the show on the road. Is that reverb because of the Okay, so far so good. I wonder what it would sound like if I didn't have the delay on. Or rather, if I turned down the delay so that it's not that significant. Let's see what that sounds like. Okay, maybe we might need a little bit of the delay. So like... Follymaker, thanks for following on Twitch. How are you doing tonight? we're just finishing up some brain rot core. We're just doing like a little bit of like mixing and stuff and just final polishes before we finish it and ship it. Maybe we might have to bring it back to the like somewhere around the original. All right, so let's pan some of these things, shall we? So, okay, so you know what? We're gonna pan this vibroslap a little bit. We'll pan it around like... let's go with the left. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty appropriate. And that's it. Hello, just chilling, looking for a stream to listen to, and I found you. Cool music, by the way. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed. Yeah, it's very simple, mostly because like the BGM that I was asked for is supposed to be like super simple and stuff, or relatively simple, like not like super produced or anything. It's just like nice little instruments, just like having a time. All right, so now we get to figure this stuff out. Set up our bands. There's not really that much going on with the song, honestly. I know I just set the whatchamacallit, the multi-bands all set. I set up all of the multi-bands and stuff, but I'm very tempted to just add a little timpani. I could do that. Let's get rid of it. Heck it, I'm doing it. I know technically this is like overproducing at this point because, you know, this is far this is far beyond what the original plan was. It's more playful than it is brain rot, but you know what? It still feels cozy. That's what matters in this situation. All right, so just gonna I have this there. Where's my Oh my god. Then Huh? That's no. Hold on. Okay. Oh. I knew I was missing something. I miss playing the timpani. Ah, yeah. I didn't really have that many opportunities playing band. Because I didn't go to schools with like band programs. They're all just like honor roll stuff, outside of school, or outside of my main school. Okay, so now that has changed. Oh, right. Yeah, that works. All right, now we get to what was my typical workflow for stuff like this? What did I say that I was gonna deliver for BGMs and stuff? Oh, right. BGMs are always wave because they need to loop. So, wave. And then boop. And then cut the remainder so that way it perfectly loops. Okay. Woo! We did it! We did it! We made brain rot BGM question mark? We did it! We made a song. We don't have enough time to like doodle other stuff though, because I also need to go bed. I also need to go to sleep. But for those of you that are still watching, thank you for watching tonight. It's really nice to do the music thing and also explore music, other like go on musical tangents. I feel like at this point most of what I have to offer for like music stuff isn't really like just making the music, but also like going on these like musical tangents whenever someone brings something up on chat that's related to music. And if I can actually like execute like demonstrate things from it, the musical tangents are great. Yeah, you come for the music production, stay for the musical tangents. I feel like that's just how it's gonna be, because like I still want to work on music. It's just, sometimes, letting whichever way like the flow of things want to go is just the best course of things. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Next stream is on Thursday, where I will be learning how to use new photo editing software, because I've been hearing bad things. I've been hearing bad things about. Yeah, well, I mean, we're always hearing bad things about good old Adobe. But one of these days, I want to eventually move on from Photoshop and be able to like do things independently from Photoshop. There's just one giant problem though. Uh, so yeah, Affinity Photo can open up Photoshop files, but sometimes the import process is not perfect. And I know that the import process is not perfect when I once tried to do this thing called import my schedule graphic into Affinity Photo, and this is what it spewed out. You see what Affinity Photo did to my schedule? You see this? it seems that affinity, like, from, if you take a good quick glance at what they did, what what Affinity Phono did to my schedule graphic, it's it's absolute chaos. I have a feeling that Affinity is kind of allergic to rotations, first of all, because they unrotated my squares, darn it. You know what? The more I look at it, the more okay it looks. Oh my god. You, this is like this is like playing like a game on an emulator that playing an emulated game that that the emulation is not perfect, but you play it anyways because this is the only way that you could play the game without busting out the console and shelving out like hundreds of dollars to get the actual game. Oh my god. But you know what? I do want to remake this. I at least want to remake the template in Affinity Photo. But how I'm going to do it is not necessarily import the project directly into Affinity Photo, but study the Photoshop file and then recreate it using whatever tools Affinity Photo has. So that's going to be that next stream. Right, basically recreate my template. Technically, I don't even have to recreate the template. I actually just need to, I just need to make a new schedule graphic is what I need to do. Because I've been using this schedule graphic since I think the beginning of 2023. Yeah, because my old schedules used to look like well, hold on. I'm doing some administrative stuff real fast, but yeah, I actually did used to have an older schedule graphic. This was before any of your guys' time, as I know. Okay, I got that set up. So we go back here. But let's take a quick peek at what my old schedules used to look like, because they did not always used to look like this. In fact, yeah, I started using this schedule graphic as of the beginning of 2023. But my schedules used to look like this. This is what my schedules used to look like. Yeah. So it's like instead of the long diamonds, they were rounded rectangles. They were rounded rectangles, and then I decided, you know what, I wanna change things up a bit, make things a little bit more dynamic. Maybe not messy like that, but yeah. So yeah, this is what my schedule used to look like. It still looks pretty nice. I just wanted to make things a little bit more interesting. Yeah. So that's just how that goes. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate you guys stopping by to see me produce this. I guess it's not brain rot music. It's still cozy. Yeah, I guess that's how it's just gonna be. Just going whichever way the wind blows. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys on the next stream. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Mission failed successfully. My god.